Hello everybody, this is the Benjinator, and you're watching Let's Play SaGa Frontier. This is Asellus Quest Part 10. I almost said Part 6, it's Part 10. So we escaped from the deadly maze last time. Of course, we had to leave our good friend and semi-lover, White Rose, behind in the maze, so of course Asellus is very sad. But while that was, but afterwards, I've been making preparations actually for the final dungeon. So I just wanted to show you exactly what I've been up to. We are looking pretty good. Alright, so the first thing that I did, and this is important to understand before going to the final frontier, is to get purple eyes for every single one of your party members. These protect you against stare attacks, so all those nasty things like charm stare and death stare won't have any effect. And trust me, you're going to need it. But most importantly, you want to get Miserthyme back in your party. So all you have to do is go back to the same spot that you dropped her off at. You have to fight the Devil Squid, who's actually quite easy at this point, and then you can get her there. Now, what's important to do with Miserthyme is to try to raise her weapon power, or WP. And so the way you do that, of course, is that with Mystics, in battle, there are only 3 stats that you could actually raise. You can't raise Strength, you can't raise Intelligence, Will, or Quickness, or anything like that. Well, you can raise Quickness sometimes. But principally, it's HP, it's WP, and it's JP. And how do you raise WP? Well, you attack with a standard weapon, or you punch, or something like that. So I equipped her with a Twiggy Rod, and that got her up to about 45, which is not great, but it's respectable. Miserthyme, you want her to be able to utilize Life Rain as many times as you can, and that costs 4 WP and 1 life point. So you're limited in your use of it, but it's very, very useful for the final boss. So, another thing that I did with Miserthyme and Asellus is that with these mystic abilities, I absorbed Suzakus. These are bird types. You can find them in the Bio Research Lab, which is where you should be doing all of your grinding anyway. But yeah, these guys will give you a huge stat boost. Let me just show you exactly how that works. So yeah, look at that. The powered suit gives her plus 10 on quickness and strength, but there's plus 60 for just about everything else. So that is awesome. And I should mention that with Asellus, this is what I did here. She also has absorbed Suzakus on her person. So that means that when she enters battle, you have to use a mystic weapon first, and then she'll transform into a mystic. Not only will she be able to use Suzaku's abilities, but she will get that plus 60 and all those stats. And if you look at Asellus where she is right now, and this is why she's considered to be OP. Look, this is her base stats. That's at 67 strength, 60 quickness, and all that other stuff is going to be plus 60. So you're going to be looking at a very, very powerful Asellus. As for Phaon, got all of the DSC stuff, and he's looking really good. 740 HP with weapon points 101. Take a look at Rouge for a second. He's actually looking pretty good too. That Intelligence, Will, and Psychic is fairly high. I should mention that for Rouge, I did make one small mistake, is that I didn't get the Sand Vessel in the beginning of this quest. You actually can't go back to Fasinaturu until the end, and even when you go back there, you can't get the Sand Vessel, so that meant that I cannot go to the Time Lord's realm and get Time Magic. But actually, it's okay. Like, you don't need it that badly in this quest. The important thing is you get the Soul Rune and some of the other rune magic, as well as the Vital Light magic, and you can use this stuff too. So it's we're looking pretty good here. Stat-wise, we have a lot of our characters either in the 700s or very close to it. You'll find that once you get to the 700s, that when you fight battles, there's the law of diminishing marginal returns. Your HP and your strength and your WP just doesn't go up as often. It's about that point where you might want to consider fighting, or at least going to the final dungeon. So anyway, there is one more thing I do want to show you before we traverse to the final frontier. I know it seems like it ended just as it begun, but trust me, there was a lot of off-screening that I didn't show you. So actually, if you go up here, and you talk to the rude lady with the purple hair, there's something special that's going to happen. Yep. White Rose left us. Who are you? Yeah, she seems to know quite a bit, actually. Princess Rai. Oh, yeah, she's the one with the coffin. Yep. Uh-oh. Alright, well, that's, yeah, why not? She'll be helpful. So, yeah, if you want to get the Kylan, you have to get them before this point in the game, before the maze. Otherwise, you can't really do the quest. So you could say no to her and then be able to do it, but Princess Rai, if you want her, is actually pretty cool. She has what's known as Mirage Magic. And what this is this is Phantasm Shot, but it's directed towards a certain beast. So she can learn this. It's, you know, kind of cool, but I've never... Yeah, she can use the Jackal, the Cockatrice too, and that sort of thing, and it's... Later she can learn the Mystic abilities, but I've never used Princess Rai, so there's really not much of a point. So anyway, this is my principal party. This is what I highly recommend. Definitely want to have at least a human with DSC. You want a fighter. You want at least a sword creature. And, you know, having Rouge is always great. Miser Thyme is really helpful because she has very, very high magic defense, and she can use Life Rain. So that's my recommended party. Anyway, our next stop is going to be Omi. So I'll see you there. Alright, so here we are back in Omi, and look, it's our friend the pilot. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah, everybody misses Rose for some reason. Alright, we're going to go to Fasinaturu. Yep. It is a creepy place, Fasinataro, but, you know, we got to go back and get revenge. We got to find White Rose. We have to, you know, destroy Mr. Floofy Pants, or Luge, the douchiest vampire there ever was. I mean, I've watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There were some pretty douchey vampires there, but this guy really takes the cake. So yeah, this should look familiar to you. And these enemies, you know, they're not anything special. They're on your battle rank, so pretty standard stuff. So one thing I should mention as well is that Asellus' quest is really the only quest that you can do that doesn't have a point of no return that's early on. You do have to deal with one at the end, but for the most part, you don't really have to worry about not being able to go back. So if you fail, you can always just go back to town and level up some more. And of course, as usual, I did get the max cures and the X magic drinks, about 30 of each. That should be more than enough to get you through. All right, now we're back in Fasinataro, or Rootville, to be specific. And so you can always go back there. You can talk to the slime, and if you go back through the cave, you can talk to the pilot, and he'll bring you back to Omi. All right, so let's see how Gina's doing. We haven't talked to her in a while. Oh, here's that guy. No, I didn't. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, they kidnapped Gina because Orluge is a massive douchebag. We've already established this. So, let me just show you what happens if you go in here. You get to talk to this guy, and I guess I must have messed up in the beginning of this quest because usually, I mean, I showed this on screen where you have White Rose is kind of like, calm down, dude, and he sells you stuff, but I guess I screwed that one up. So, yeah, if you ever decide to play this, just make sure to bring White Rose to him at the very beginning, so that way he can sell you stuff like the Sand Vessel and the Asura. So there's nothing else that's new here. You know, if you want to do some last-minute shopping and get some, yeah, if you want to buy some Mystic Magic, you can, but pretty much everybody that... One of the things that's really cool about the Purple Eye is that it's an accessory that allows you to cast, what is it, Phantasm Shot, so I just use that instead. Alright, so now let's bust down the gate. Yes, you are. I love how that works. Or, oh yeah, I guess it does work. Yeah, I love how that works. You just yell and they open the door for you. That's pretty great. So now we're back, of course, in Chateau Aguil. Let's see if we can, you know, burst in the throne room and be like, where are you, man? I got a score to settle with you. Yeah, as you might expect, Orluge is not here. So that's kind of a shame. He's in hiding, as you might think. So just go up here, see if just kind of going through all the places, trying to show you what's there and what's not. You'll find that this palace is actually quite empty at this point. There's a lot of stuff that just simply isn't there. It happens though. Everybody has their sleepy days where they just don't want to do their, you know, palace stuff. So it's kind of a shame. So let's go up here and let's check out some of those tombs. See if Princess Lion is going to be around. We can have Princess Ray visit her old tomb, see how she feels after escaping from it for so many years. That'd be kind of fun. Woo! All right. Hey, Princess Ray, it's your... Yeah, there you are. What's up? Yeah. No different than any other man. I don't know. I know a lot of female friends that like to just kind of hold on to stuff. My last, one of my ex-girlfriends was somewhat of a hoarder. She just kept ridiculous amount of stuff. Like, you know, she was really into crafting, so she kept all these old unfinished crafts in this room that was supposed to be a guest room when we rented a house together. It's kind of crazy. So, I don't know, Princess Ray. I don't know. All right, so let's see if Princess Lion is around. Oh, the coffin's open, as you might expect. Woo! Yeah, probably will. I don't know, we stopped her once. We can do it again. Oh, we have. Yeah. As you might expect, we probably will have to fight Princess Lion again. I guess her name is Persephone in the Japanese version, which is kind of cool. That I did not know. Pretty interesting stuff. So, let's check out some of the other nifty places. How's White Rose doing? What's she gonna be? Maybe she'll just be hanging around here and just be like, "Oh, hey guys, long time no see. Can I join your party again?" Nah, if only were that easy. Oh, look, there she is, in Mirage form. It's like in The Empire Strikes Back. Oh yeah, she's still stuck there. Sorry, Asellus. No luck there. Ah well. But now we get to check out something that's kind of cool. Do you remember that room with all that really, really nice stuff that we weren't able to carry before? Well, let's see if we can carry it now, because that could be pretty useful if we could pick it up. All right, so over here, I believe it's over here. So let's go grab that stuff that we couldn't before. All right, so gets in this pot. Yeah, harmonium armor, pretty nice. Harmonium earring. All this stuff that prevents you from getting sonic attacks. All right, so the Silver Moon is the one item that we definitely want to use. So let's put that on. Let's put that on Asellus. It's more powerful than the Zero Sword. It uses katana techs, which show up sometimes. They're not as powerful as regular sword techniques, but they kind of look cool. Power belt, not super useful. Let me see if there's anything else. Might be. I feel like I'm missing something. Actually, might be it. All right, so let's scour over here. I do like the kind of the return voyage music. This is kind of cool. All right, I think that's everything. The only thing that's really useful at this point in the game is the Silver Moon. Everything else might have been useful earlier, but now that we have all the fun, fancy stuff, it's not really that useful. So let's go up here, see if there's anything new. No, Asellus' bedroom has nothing special. All right, so let's check that flower bed, because that seemed to lead somewhere last time. We have to teleport us up. That's where we first got stabbed, if you recall. So let's go up in here. And, yeah, let's give it... Hey, it's not working! Ah, well, that's a shame. Huh. The spring of teleportation is not there. Alright, so I guess there's only one place to go, and that is up here. Alright, so now we're gonna go... The music tells us that, yes, it's our destiny to go here. So this is the main spire. This is where our luge is going to be hanging out. So this is going to be kind of an interesting thing, because we're going to be encountering an optional side quest. I may have mentioned this before, but Asellus' quest does have 3 endings, and there is the good one. I'm going to try to get the good one. I'm not going to show you all the endings, because the other 2, the not-so-good endings are really not worth showing. They're not bad, but they're... but to get this good ending, you have to be able to do this optional side quest, so that's what we're going to try to do. Woo, enemy dodging, enemy dodging, enemy dodging. All the good stuff. Yeah, you play this game enough and you start to get good at it. So, yeah, this is a mysterious temple right here. It's kind of cool. Nothing you can do with it now, but keep this in mind for a little bit later. So now you want to go up here, avoid Mr. Worm thingy, if you can. Guess not. Fortunately, I am at max battle rank, so these battles do help a little bit. But if you're not at max battle rank, they're really easy to get through, and they don't really do much for you. Okay, so this is a very important room, and let me show you why. Because if you walk behind here, you hear that little dink sound. Now all your HP is restored, so this is pretty much where you want to go to in this dungeon if you want to restore your health. So, isn't that awesome? Very nice. There's no point of no return in Asellus quest, and they have a little, you know, recovery spring, which is great. Alright, so now what you want to do is you can actually walk right by this guy if you so please, but we're going to fight him. So now we're going to hear some awesome music, which is always fun. Yep, this dude. I believe I've showed this guy before, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna. There's no point in holding back against this guy because you have a recovery spring right here, so might as well use the gold hand. Let's whip out the purple eye because why not? And then of course you got turbid current. So yeah, let's do it all. Let's go all out on this dude. Of course, if you have what is it? If you have time eclipse, if you get time magic, you can actually kill this guy in one hit. But you know, since I messed up, we're not going to be seeing that. But that's okay. This guy really isn't that hard. So just have a blast. Use your strongest techniques, and don't worry a thing about using up any of your JP or your WP or even your LP. Because this guy really isn't too hard, and you get to recover. So look at that, almost 10,000 damage. So awesome. Yeah, so I should have actually, you know what, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to see Asellus when she's in her beast form, which you can use mystic magic. So as usual, what you want to do is just use any of the mystic abilities, and then she'll transform in the next after the next turn. And so Miser Time, actually, she always goes first because I think she has the highest quickness rating thanks to those awesome Suzaku upgrades on her mystic weapons. Oh man, this guy is blocking. He's blocking. He must have a dragon shield or something. By the way, I should mention that I did get the dragon shield, and I think I put it on Fayon, actually, so he's going to be able to block literally everything. About at least 50% of the time. I think that there's very little that he can't block. So, that's awesome. It's not like he's carrying any weapons anyway, so. Alright, I think that actually just froze him, which is, oh, okay, never mind. I was getting excited for a second. Alright, so now that we got that, now we can use triple thrust, and this is going to hurt a lot because Asellus is now in absolute beast mode. Yeah, I love that purple eye, it's useful. Because it doesn't take up any WP. So here we go, triple thrust with mystic form, really nice, 2,000 damage just by herself. Fortunately, if she combos, it's always better, but, you know, what can you do? So this will take him down, hopefully. Almost. Very close. Ooh, Gale attack. This might hurt. Remember, if you get hurt, you can always use Life Rain. And that actually didn't hurt too much, so. Woo! Iron Giant. Pretty much is an Iron Giant. I mean, I don't know, I guess Iron Giants in Final Fantasy are a little bit bigger, but this guy kind of has the same physique. So, alright, so we're looking alright. We can survive many more attacks. Yeah, the only problem with Asellus equipping these sort of beast mode tactics are, of course, as you might imagine, it's a little bit more difficult. Just because there are less slots for her to use her techniques, which is a shame. But it's okay. This party, I kind of realized, is a little bit more built for endurance than strength, as compared to some of my other times that I've played this game, but that's alright. Endurance is exactly what you'll need when you're going to be confronting Orluge later on. So, you know, it's all good. It's all good. As long as you have the ability to heal yourself, that is very, very good. So, alright, so we're almost going to get this guy. Almost. Oh, look at that. KO throw. Woo! Not very useful most of the time, but in this case, it was alright. And counters with a gold hand. Because, you know what? I'm Fayon. You can't mess with me! Alright. So we're going to use, let's double Gale Slashes for something different. Giant Swing, why not? Let's use Maelstrom, why not? It's 8 WP, which is enormous, but makes things interesting, so. Woo! Yeah, this, oh, this didn't hurt him at all. Well, that's a shame. Well, I guess I learned my lesson. Alright, so this is going to hurt. Double Gale Slash with Turbid Current. The Swordsman doing it. Ah, this guy is, man, loaded. Ground hit. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Woo! Yeah! Alright, we could probably use some Life Rain right about now. Why not? And Vermilion Sand, just to change things up a little. Whee! Yay! It hurted him. Alright. Yeah, so these guys are hurting just a little bit, so we'll have Miser Thime use. Okay, Corkscrew next. Life Rain. Just bring us back a little bit. Whee! And it's always first, which is great. Like, having her quickness high will make it so that, you know, whenever you're in trouble, She can just use Life Rain, and it'll bring people back, which is great. And there we go. We've defeated the Iron Giants, as I call them. And our weapon points go up and all that great stuff. And all right, woo! JP goes up, 300 credits, not bad. All right, now we defeated this dude. And the thing that you want to do, this is something you don't want to forget, is you want to go up to that and open the gates. You can't jump down, but it has actually changed something. So, what is this optional side quest that we must do? And what lies ahead in the Darthly realm of Orluge? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play SaGa Frontier, Asellus' Quest. This is the Benjinator, and I'll see you guys next time.